Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Poison Akami here, just me, myself, and I back at it again with another video. And today is going to be a discussion video on what the next Storm game could be. Before I get into that, this video is totally sponsored by 1010 and her weapon shop. Please be sure to like and subscribe for a lifetime supply of kunais and shuriken of your choice from our girl 1010. Anyways, and that's out the way. Also want to show you guys a little feature of the K1 YouTube channel. Is from the Hungarian Naruto Storm community. They actually just compiled and put together like a nice compilation of the best moments from the Naruto Storm 4 tournament. Uploaded it on their YouTube channel, so I'm showing a little bit here as I speak now. The link of that will be in the description if you guys want to check that out. If you want to see some of the nicest moments of the tournament, shows you pretty much from the beginning of the tournament to the end. You pretty much see most of the players playing, and it's really good. You get to see some Naruto Storm 4 gameplay as well as the Naruto Akaseru gameplay on the PlayStation 2 Japanese version. That was featured there as well. The event was so good. I really do recommend watching it, and yeah, just giving a like and giving them a comment and showing them support. It was such an amazing tournament. They really allowed me to have a good time when I was there in Hungary competing, so definitely check that out. Another quick message as well before I get into this video. I've actually been kind of slow on making this one in particular. This one would have came out a little sooner. It's just I kind of lost the motivation to record recently because of all the news and stuff that's going on within the Smash community. A lot of allegations have been dropped within the last like 4 to 5 days, almost a week now, and a couple of the people that I do follow and had looked up to had been included in those allegations. One of the people that have been involved, Zero, he is a huge inspiration of mine. But the allegations said against him are true. I'm not really going to go into detail about what it is all about because I don't want this video to get too long and negative on that perspective. But if you guys do want to know what's going on, literally just go on Zero's Twitter, at Zero Wondering, and he literally made a statement admitting to everything that has been allegated against him. And he is no longer competing in Smash tournaments. He's exiled himself from the Smash community entirely, and he will no longer be making content from what he said in his statement. Which really saddens me. It saddens me and disappointed me so much that he's kind of hidden these things that he did for so long, and it really makes you think you just don't know who to trust. It's just like it's horrible. So I've been really down for a while, really like not in the best of moods because of that. I've been trying to just play Storm here, just with friends, and just trying to keep my mind off it. I do play Smash quite a bit on the side. Recently, just got myself some better GameCube controllers for it, but I think I'm not going to be playing Smash so seriously. Yeah, I've just been playing it with my girlfriend, and we just play together when we want to. But yeah, Smash isn't huge with me right now. I just need to take some time to move on and just process everything through, and then yeah, be back into the swing of things. But anyways, back into the video and back into more positive aspects. I'm going to do my best to make this YouTube channel as great as possible and to talk about and to show you guys and to give the entertainment that I desire to give and to, to display to you guys. So anyways, on with the video. The next possible Naruto Storm game for the coming year. Alright guys, so I decided to basically just talk about this while I play. Now, those of you who don't know, a little update on me. I've decided to play a lot more meta-based gameplay. Ever since watching Kion's tournament, I've decided to play a lot more, like, hardcore in terms of gameplay. So this is, like, a team I like to use on top of many other really overpowering teams. And look who's here, Leo El Pauzo. This is the guy who beat me on my last tournament, my last ranked match, and decided just to not rematch. I actually two-stocked him in a PM, and I plan on destroying him now. Anyways, onto the video. So, the topic of the next Storm game. So the next Storm game is gonna be... Now, those of you who are asking me, like, Yama, what do you think the next Storm game is gonna be? Now, I haven't actually really said anything much. I actually did make a statement on Twitter regarding this this topic. because someone was like talking about it, and I actually just wanted to like put my 2 cents into it. But the next Storm game wouldn't be Naruto Storm 5. It's impossible. The reason why it won't be Naruto Storm 5, if you really look at the Storm series carefully, you can see that that each game that comes out, if it's a numbered game like Storm 1 or 2 or whatever like that, it's basically to do with the story. Now, this game concluded the Naruto Storm series story, so it's impossible for there to be a Storm 5. The next game that would come out, if CC2 were to consider doing one, would be a Naruto Storm game that was similar to Generations or Revolution. Generations and Revolution, they were the game in between the story games. They were the game just to give you a Storm game without having to do too much story. Like, Generations already repeated a lot of the story that Storm 1 and 2 did, and Revolution just didn't really do much story at all from what I remember. Storm Revolution, all that did was just showcase just a new game mode, and that's pretty much it. They reminded you of some things and was able to show some new characters, and they pretty much just did some filler stuff with Shisui as a way to add him into the game, and the same with like Iruka and Kuchina. But the thing is there won't be a Storm 5. If you guys want to look forward to a new Storm game, you're looking at another Storm, like a Storm that's like Revolution or Generations. Now, I don't know what the name of it would be. Like, I have no idea. Like, some people were hoping for a Generations remake or a Revolution remake or whatever, because I think that's something that Jerkflow Kyle was talking about, was he would like to see a remake on those games, which is another very good idea in, the topic. I completely agree with what Jerk was saying. But I think the best thing, if you guys really want a new Storm game, is to start talking about not a Storm 5, because it's unrealistic. Storm 5 will never happen. It will be Naruto Storm, insert name of interestingness here. Like, Revolution, Generations. But that's basically what it would be. It won't be a numbered one. It will be a named series, It will be something similar to Revolution. And that's the interesting part. And what this game will feature, it won't feature many story. It will be just like Revolution. It won't feature anything in terms of story. It will feature more so just like the trivial things, Like it will feature yeah, no, screw that. Like, you're an awakening and everything. Like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to counter Ashina? Yeah. That's payback for before. Anyways, so what this new Storm game would actually feature is new game modes. Now, the new game modes I'm not really interested in. I'm a heavily competitive multiplayer type of person, so even if they were to showcase like new stuff like that, I wouldn't really be interested. I'd mainly just be interested in the online scene. Now, I like Revolution quite a lot, because in Revolution what they did is that they showed you the more competitive side of Naruto Storm, sorry. So it was in Revolution where they introduced the Naruto Storm League, and with the Storm League, that's what encouraged people to play the game on more of a competitive level. It was an introduction from from CC2 themselves and Bandai. They made the Storm League website, and from the website you can host and arrange your own tournaments, as well as tournaments already being made for you. This was great for the community at the time, for those who actually wanted to compete and show themselves off in the world to show how much of a threat they can be. Unfortunately, I feel that people weren't using the platform enough, and if people did make their own tournaments, it wouldn't really go on there. It would go on like other platforms, which kind of told like CC2 or Bandai or whoever was behind it, like, oh yeah, like the community didn't really care about it, there's no point. The Storm League did kind of carry on over into Storm 4, I think, but it was very short-lived. Like, you don't really see anyone talk about the Storm League. And I think this is like the importance of the next new Naruto game. So with the next new Naruto game, they would probably focus on the more of the competitive side. So believe it or not, CC2 are actually watching a lot of us quite closely. One of the directors at CC2 follow myself, Falco, and Playco on Twitter. I'm pretty sure he follows some other like well-known Naruto players within the community. But the director of CC2 does decide to follow us on social media, and the director has actually liked and even retweeted a couple of my Naruto related posts about excitement on DLC and hopes for the future and so on and so forth. So if we were to express the possibility and our open minds towards a new Naruto Storm game, it being, this competitive, version where they can concentrate on online and don't have to worry about the story mode, then we have nothing to worry about in that regard. That's something that we can get. Because let's be realistic here. Everyone who wants a new Naruto Storm game, they want it to be the new thing. They want it to be something refreshing and competitive for us. Like that's just what we want it to be. It won't be anything story mode related, because that's the thing. If they do make a Naruto Storm game, they can just bring back like the Ninja World Tour, or they can make new game modes where they can bring back the Ninja World Tour, make it online, and have everyone do a 4v4 online type of thing. Just put in a bigger stage and make sure the netcode is appropriate for it, or whatever. And I'm sure they can make that possible. That's cool for the casual players, but I'm talking for us. And a lot of you that watch my YouTube channel, and those of you who are subscribed to me, I'm talking about the want for a new, better online arena fighter, what we're playing right now, but better with competitiveness. And the thing is, CC2 are going to have some obstacles when making this game. They're going to have the obstacle of what characters we're going to add in, what new maps are we going to add in. Well, the fun fact is, they still have a lot of unused content from previous games, and just in general, from the story modes that they just decided to not add in. For maps, they can still add in every old map that they've had, from the beginning, like the Naruto Storm 3 Under the Bridge map. Then you got the Shibuya Inn map, the hotel map from when Itachi was at the door and Naruto had to slam the door in his face. I mean, he didn't, but, and when Itachi came to the Leaf and was searching for Sasuke, then Sasuke basically chidoried Itachi in that hallway. Fun times. Those maps can make a return, and then they can bring in new maps that were never introduced. I can't really think of any maps right now off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot to do. Actually no, the maps that are in the Kuroha mod pack on PC, so the one where you're all blue, like you're in time and space or whatever type thing, when you're you're Naruto and you're fighting Obito in the story mode, they could literally bring that map back. They could actually bring that map into competitive. And then, not only that, but with story mode, with online play, the characters that they can bring back are literally, I'm going to be repeating myself here from my previous videos, but they can literally just bring back the characters from literally every other game that they've had. And I'm talking about the support-only characters. They can bring back Kurenai, Anko, Kurotsuchi, Akatsuchi, Chojuro, Ao, Torone, Fu. They could literally bring back all of those characters. And they can also bring back more characters. Characters that they haven't even put in the game before as playable characters. Now I'm talking about the Road to Boruto characters. This is an opportunity for them. And you know what? While we're on the Road to Boruto topic... Actually, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just get to that in a second. Back to the characters. This is an opportunity for them to add more characters, because with a new fighting game, they have to add in new characters. And that's what they need to do. So, they can't just make a new Naruto game and just be like, yeah, you guys got the same characters as before, enjoy. It doesn't quite work like that. So, what they need to do is basically just add in those characters, add in the Naruto Boruto characters. So, the Naruto Boruto characters I'm thinking of will be Inojin. It'll be Metal Lee, Shikadai, Yurui as well. The adult Konohamaru, we still don't have him. Maybe, and another thing they could do is that if they don't want to add in all these characters, what they could do with the Konoha 11, or the Konoha 9 in this case, or whatever, plus Gaara, Tamari, and Kankuro, with their adult forms, just give them new movesets. Honestly, I don't think they have any idea how much this refreshes the Naruto community and how much this makes the Naruto Storm franchise exciting. If we all got this new arena fighter called Naruto Storm, whatever, insert name here, and they literally just added in those characters, refreshed the Konoha 9s, and then, the Sand Siblings movesets with the adult forms, oh my god, everybody would just their brains would explode, honestly. Everybody would be so happy. We'd all be online playing these new characters, playing the new movesets, and we would be so happy for such a long time. And the fact that all these players that are still playing Naruto Storm now and hosting tournaments, like literally yesterday, TFK literally did the Kunoichi Cup and concluded that. Such an amazing tournament. Shout out to TFK and everybody who contributed and competed in that Kunoichi Cup. You're all heroes. All of us, all the competitive European, the Arabic, the North American players, and then the few Asian players out here, it would be amazing for us as a community. A huge amount of us that still play. It would be great of us as a community to continue playing this game in another setting where we can still play our favorite arena fire, have refreshed movesets, new characters, and everything. So now I got that bit out of the way, I'll talk about the next segment as well, as to the incentive as to why CC2 should make another Storm game. So yeah, the next part of the segment I wanted to talk about was actually the topic of how the Road to Boruto characters can actually introduce some content for CC2 for this, Storm game. So if they were to make a new Storm game in this topic, in this regard, and like I said, they do add in the characters of the past, the support any characters alongside, the Boruto characters. What they could do... Oh, no Minato. Oh, look at the short hop punishes. Sorry guys, I'm getting so distracted. I tried doing neutral. Anyways. I'm getting so distracted. So, if they were to do it, this is an idea for content. So with content, they could literally do like a spin-off, a free roaming adventure mode thing for like Boruto and his friends. I don't know, like your Boruto, and it could probably actually just introduce a little bit of the Road to Boruto movie. Take events from there. But then again, that's already kind of been done, so I guess, in a sense, what it could do is like a free roam thing. In the Leaf Village, you just do missions, and you fight, the computer, and I don't know, you do whatever you want to do in that regard. You just do whatever it tells you to do. It's just something for the casual players. It's another selling point for the game that would be the next Naruto Storm game. So yeah, like I haven't really got much to say on this segment. It's just an idea. Like if CC2 were to get behind this game and Bandai and everything, it's just an idea for them to take a look and to do that. Like they could just do like an adventure mode, kind of like a fillery type of thing. Or they can go the way that Generations went about it and do things like that. Like it was like a storyboard type thing. You choose characters to play as. That's where they could actually introduce like Shikadai, Yurui, and even add in Boruto, Sarada story, Mitsuki as well. Add in other characters like Chocho as well. And then like the struggle with like her and Sarada trying to figure out Sarada's dad, and do it from their perspectives and things like that, and then Metal Lee and his perspectives. I think that would make for like a really interesting story. So yeah, that's literally what I have to say about that. I mean, I didn't really have much to say about that. In terms of like all these ideas I put in for the next Naruto Storm game, I'm really interested to see like what you guys have to say about it in the comment section below. But that's literally the whole idea behind it. Is with this Naruto Storm game, for the casual players, they could literally add in new modes, stuff like that. The new modes aren't really needed, like I said, as long as they got something for like the Boruto story or franchise or whatever. And then the most important part to me, obviously, and to a lot of you, will be the competitive or like the online gameplay. As long as the online gameplay is like decent, then that's what we care for. Obviously, we're looking to see some new mechanics in there. Like if it were exactly the same as Storm 4, it probably wouldn't be as interesting. But then again, I wouldn't be opposed to it if it were. I just hope that they do buff Shino again and make some better changes to the characters. But yeah, that's literally like my idea. So it's the next Naruto Storm game is not Storm 5. It would be a game that's like Generations or Revolution. It is a huge opportunity and a huge selling point to bring back characters that they have as support-only characters in the past, as well as the Road to Barter characters to make them playable, on top of all the characters that we already have playable. So it's literally just a case of copy and pasting them into the game. And then with all the maps, they can add in new maps as well that we haven't got. I mean, the Kuraha on YouTube, she has literally got a mod pack where on the mod pack, she just has every map imaginable playable on Naruto Storm. Some of them aren't realistic to play in, like some of them are a bit weird because the camera angle just doesn't work in some of them. But there's a lot of them like she's brought in, and they actually work very well. And I've been playing them, and I thought like, how can a modder do this, but CC2 can't? So this is an opportunity for CC2 to actually give something that the community really wants, and I can imagine like that game would actually be the big and final game. It could go competitive. They could actually shine the light on competitive again, because I feel right now the community is in a spot where we want to do more competitive type things. We want to be able to compete and have a Storm League online again, and to basically just face off in those type of scenarios. I'm not asking them to host locals or anything, or to host a tournament that they did in Cologne. Like, that's down to their own accord. Obviously, that's what Bandai was behind and everything at the EGL type thing. That was amazing still. But if they did that, that would just be the cherry on top. But yeah, that's the possibility for a new Storm game. If a new Storm game were to come out, I'm not saying that this is a thing. I'm not saying, guys, yeah, Storm game is happening. What I'm saying is if it were to happen, that's what can happen. You know, the characters, the maps, the online would be amazing. Another great selling point is that it will come out for the PlayStation 5 as well. For the PlayStation 5, obviously, no point in putting it on the PS4. We got the PS5 coming out later this year. It's a new, fresh Storm game to put on the PlayStation 5. Why not? So yeah, that's all of my thoughts on the new Storm game and everything like that. If you guys have anything you want to put into the comment section and let me know of, please do so down below. I'd actually really like to hear your opinions and what you think about this possible new Storm game. And yeah, see what you guys want and what you would expect from the Storm game. A new arena fighter and everything. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and or listening to the video. You are all heroes if you made it this far. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Jeanne.